So I feel like streaming and making stuff is kind of a form of self-care for me, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So there's that. That's also a thing. And I have been, so I'm getting back to it. You know, just been dealing with stuff. Work, for real, bro. Work has been a lot. You know, I work in a clinical setting. And some of y'all already know this. Mostly with younger people, usually kids. That's kind of the focus of the clinical setting. And with it being summer, so, you know, kids aren't in school, they're spending more time at the clinic. And on top of that, like, a lot of people at the clinic have either got promoted or have moved like out of state or are going back to school and stuff. So we've been very shorthanded. So that's been a lot. Streaming helps keep you in check with everything and keeps you on a schedule. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Right now, I mean, I'm not exactly sure what the schedule is going to be exactly, just because, like, there's still a lot going on. Hopefully things will kind of chill out relatively soon. That's what we're hoping for. But yeah, that's kind of a thing. So instead of Nurse Jamez, it's Nurse Dr. Jamez. Okay, I'm not. I do behavioral therapy. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. I'm barely a therapist because I don't have a degree in therapy. I have a certification. So it's not like I'm making a lot of money. It may be a clinical job, but I'm still not making a lot of money. That's part of why. No, I'm not. It's not. I'm not. Even if I was a nurse, there are plenty of dude nurses and none of them are feminine. So that doesn't even matter. It's not even a good talking point. But that's another reason why I really need to get back to making content, because I love streaming and making content and stuff. It's a passion of mine, but I could really also use the extra income because I have a lot of you that are very supportive and very generous, who I appreciate very much. And you will help make sure I have electricity every month. So, new fan art idea commission for, oh my God. Is that really necessary? Is that really necessary, Phonetic? But yeah, so things have been shorthanded. So in this clinical setting, you have your on hours where you're actively working with clients, patients, whatever you want to call them. And then you have usually you'll have a few off hours throughout the week. And that's when you have time to do all of your paperwork and documentation and all that junk. Give yourself a little bit of breathing room, because it's pretty stressful work. And I have not had any off hours for the past few weeks. So it's been a lot. I have been so just physically exhausted and mentally just brain fried. Can't hardly think. It's been a lot, but thinking about commissioning Viri for some other things as budget allows. I mean, that is a good way to help us pay bills. You can go commission funny art from my wife. That does work. So, I mean, I didn't know that I took today off actually because I worked nonstop all week without a break. And then like we had stuff we had to do over the weekend. So I just wasn't going to have like any time to just stop for the week. And I thought I was not going to get today off. I was not notified that they approved my PTO until yesterday. So I at least I got that this week. So, and then I'm gonna get right back to it and not have a break until the weekend. But I do plan to try to stream at least one more time this week. But it's been a lot, but it's also like I've had time to kind of think about some other ideas for things. I mean, I like streaming, and to be completely honest, streaming is one of the easiest forms of content creation for at least video stuff. I've kind of thought about, like, especially for the YouTube side, I still have my YouTube channel. Maybe making some videos just for that YouTube channel. Hey, Snick. But I'm not really sure. During the past couple months, I've been listening to Wendigoon's Creepcast podcast a lot. And it kind of makes me want to like narrate creepy or weird stories or just stuff in general. I don't know. I don't know if that's something anyone would even care about. But I've kind of wanted to do something like that. And I feel like that would be relatively simple for me to do. Got the voice for it? You think so? If I wasn't always dealing with sinuses being stuffed up, maybe. I don't know. I want to kind of vary what I'm doing in a way, right? Like I'm multi-streaming now. I want to kind of expand kind of what I'm doing. Just, I mean, it'll give me a little more reach. Yeah. But also just because things are a little crazy right now. And I want to make sure that I don't just get completely nuked off the internet. Like some of the stuff that's been going on. Like, I'm sure y'all have seen what is happening in that silly place across the ocean. You're just not allowed to use the internet anymore unless you dox yourself. So that's a thing that's happening. I don't even know what internet safety laws. Yeah, I have so much that I could say about that, and stuff. And there's a bill in Congress for here too. Yes, I'm aware. Kids online safety act. Yeah, and that's the thing I really hate, is because it's very obvious. Let's say what I want to say about it. I'll probably be banned from the nation, have Belgian cops waiting for me to go home. Yeah, Belgians are European. He can't say anything. He's not allowed. But I mean, I have a lot I could say. I probably have to be careful with how I say some of it. I mean, it's very obviously not about protecting children. I mean, as someone who works in a field that involves protecting children, that's not protecting children, and it's not going to. And I mean, that's not the point of it. We know that the real point is to take away anonymity from the internet, right? They want you to have any internet account, your Twitter, your whatever. They want it all tied to your real life identity so that they can find you if you speak out against the government. That's what it is. The internet proved just how bad government is around the world. It proved to everyone around the internet proved to everyone around the world how bad the governments are. And so now governments don't like the internet. So then you know where you live so they can arrest you for wrong. Think that is exactly right. That is exactly right. So we all know what that's about. We all know what that's about. And I mean, it's so easy for people to prevent their kids from accessing stuff they shouldn't. Like, you can download apps, or like on Apple devices. Apparently, I hadn't used an Apple device other than just for like my streaming in a while. But apparently, like Apple, like just has built in, you can just block stuff for kids. If you know what you're doing, you can add filters to your Wi-Fi at home. So it's people don't want to take care of kids, so the government's taking advantage of that in order to go after everybody else. I have a huge problem with that. Did we already mention the crackdown anti-migrant speech over in Bangladesh? Yeah, I did hear about that. It did not take very long. It did not take very long for them to take advantage of that. So yeah, you can go to the router and set blocks. Exactly. Like when I was a kid, like we had adult stuff blocked on our internet, and my dad is not a super tech savvy guy, and he figured it out. So it's not really that hard. People are having kids who shouldn't be, and people using that to get free. Gibbs called me surprised. Yeah, and I mean it's kind of a hard thing to talk about, because I am of the opinion that people should have kids, because kids are good. Without them, like, we will cease to exist. But yeah, some people are just really bad at it, and the people who would be good at it, who are more responsible, worry about being responsible more, so they tend to have kids less. So that's a really heavy, man. It's not even an hour in and we're in like heavy stuff. Jeez. Of course, that's just how the world is. But you know, even among all of the heavy stuff out there, like you still have to try to maintain some positivity. You have to try to maintain hope, you know. Yes, Albert does have a child. That is true. It says it's great. I believe you. I don't have any yet. I gotta make sure that Viri is like all fixed up before that happens. But I mean, I think kids are great though. So you almost have two. Very cool. But yeah, even with all the stuff going on in the world, I mean, you have to try to stay as positive as you can. Try to hang on to, you know, the good things in life, because there are still plenty of good things in life, you know? Like, even if the governments of the world just completely destroyed the internet as a whole, that would really suck. I will not lie about that. That would really suck. But we would survive. So you got to keep that in mind. And look, there's Selman. Yes, you came to a VTuber channel and you found a VTuber. You're right, sir. Never black pill. That's true. That's true, Alexios. You gotta hang on to that human spirit or whatever you want to call it. And we'll be all right. Maybe that's some video ideas I should do. Like, I'm not like an expert or anything, but I mean, given like where and how I grew up and the things I grew up doing, maybe I should, or maybe I could almost kind of make it like a goofy thing, like make some apocalypse prep videos, but it's for like if the internet goes away, right? TikTok Hope Core arc. Do I still print stuff? My printer is currently out of commission at the moment. But over the weekend we found Viri's printer, and when I have the time, I'm gonna tinker with it, and hopefully it's working, because mine is just completely dead. So the pill is black because Rod is black, and it does that to the soul. Yeah, don't black pill. It's not good for you. There's never a right time for kids, but having children is the best thing in life. I can agree, Albert. There's probably never a right time. But when I do have kids, I want them to like be in a house and not in a cardboard box. So I gotta really start working on maximizing my income here, because it's not looking so easy at the moment. Well, who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky, and like the housing market will crash, and at the same time, all of these companies that buy up houses will just like go bankrupt, all at the same time. Maybe, maybe that'll happen. Wouldn't that be nice? Of course, I mean, we live in a house, but it's not our house, you know? And I know exactly how I want my house to be if I'm ever able to get one. Feels like 90% of the population is priced out of a home. Then getting situated and all that other stuff. Well, we're working on it. They'll never go bankrupt. The government will... Oh, yeah. Oh, Echo, 20 subs. Oh my, that's like everybody that's watching right now. Thank you, Echo. That's an instant level 5 hype train. Jeez. Oh, thank you so much, Echo. That's probably the coolest thing that someone's done in recent streams. So yeah, you got that going for you. You're like top dog right now. Thank you, guys. It really does help. I am grateful for every penny that I make doing this, because a lot of people don't make anything, and it really does help. So thank you. And always remember, if you hate Twitch, or if you're watching on a different platform, there are ways to support me directly too. So yeah, other than the internet world kind of sucking right now, you showered 3 times today. At least you're showering now. I'm very, very proud of you for that. Ow. Oh, Fanatic, thank you for the gifted sub. Did Albert get missed out of all those 20? That's hilarious that Albert got missed. But yeah, everyone should be proud of Albert for showering, because he used to just not. You just got a gifted sub here. Oh, Hello. That's a great way to be reminded of a channel you follow, right? You just get something free from them. That's great. Hello, unknown thing here. You need to shower again today, but you wanted to catch the stream. That's why you have like a little phone mount in your shower, like with the suction cup. And you don't follow, well, you somehow you got a gifted sub. Ain't that cool? You have it like a little mount in your shower. You can watch live streams. I actually oh, thank you for the follow. What'd you miss? You got a gifted sub, Albert. I actually kind of want to, I have like a speaker in the shower for listening to music, and I kind of want to have like a mount for like a screen in there too, because sometimes when I have the time, I will put on like a Wendigoon video or something, or just some kind of video essay, and I'll just be in the shower for like an hour, and it's great. Yeah, you could totally just shower and watch the stream. Not gonna bother me. I like it when y'all are clean. I don't need a stinky chat. So hold on. Anyway, what were we talking about again? Oh yeah, we're talking about the internet sucking now. White Girl Summer Karaoke stream went. You're gonna have to do some real convincing to ever get me to do karaoke, because I very, very much hate my singing voice. I would like to, you know, actually learn how to sing properly before I do anything like that, but you know, hype for any games? None that I can think of at the moment, because like, I mean, a lot of games just kind of suck now. You know, like, it's just kind of how it is. I mean, I have a few games on Steam wish list right now, but what do I have on there? There's nothing like it. Of course, I haven't been paying super attention. Borderlands 3 and Battlefield 6. Wait, didn't Borderlands 3 already come? Okay, yeah, Borderlands 4. I don't think I ever even played all the way through Borderlands 1, to be completely honest. So everything sucks. That's why I'm stocking up on old 360 and PS2 games. Battlefield 6 look okay so far. Okay, I did hear about Battlefield 6. I've heard that they were kind of going back to, some people are saying they're kind of going back to their roots, where there's not all the like stupid stuff. Well, I don't know. Haven't seen a whole lot about it. We're approaching dystopian levels once thought impossible. That is true. You are right. You are right. Yeah, I've got a couple games I'd like to play that I've got on my like Steam wish list. Like, I've got several actually. Apparently there's a VR Metro game, and I kind of want to play that, but that's expensive. Imagine being British, yeah. Only game I look forward to is GTA 6, but payment processors might say no about it and have it censored or banned. I don't know. Never been super big into GTA. Been playing Persona 3 on Switch and Game Boy emulator, but nothing new. Yeah. Okay, so all right, so I've enjoyed a lot of the goofy, like, Chef calls them friend slop games, like, you know, like Peak and Repo and all that. I have been enjoying those types of games, right? And there is one that it's coming soon to early access, Goblin Cleanup, where you play as goblins and you have to clean up the dungeon. That looks hilarious. That one looks hilarious. I don't care that, like, I don't care about the jokes you're going to make because the goblins are maids. I don't even care, because that game looks hilarious. Total goblin death. Hey, it depends on the type of goblin. If they're hot, sexy goblins, then yeah, it's different. There's another like this horror game called Ill. That's like that's been teased, but it's like they don't even have a release date for it yet. But it looks really freaky, and it's like a kind of like a horror shooter game, I think. There's one with space aliens running a gas station. I've heard of that one too, a little bit. You need to look at Viscera cleanup detail. Okay. I will take a look at that. Has Twitch been extra jank for anyone else today? Not that I have seen, but... Need to pick up Ratchet and Clank. I've never played any of those. A little hiccup so far. Okay, that doesn't seem too bad. Yeah, we got that. What's another one? I don't remember this one. Oh yeah. Something called Hunger. It's another extraction shooter that's supposed to be kind of like Hunt Showdown, but it's like Napoleonic Europe. That might be interesting. Veery's really into Hunt Showdown. I played a little bit, but I'm not very good at it. The Ill Dev's old animations are hilarious. I'll have to look at those. Hunger, aka being broke. Real. Night Rose VT, favorite gun? Okay, all right. We're gonna have to classify that. Like, favorite gun, like normal gun, or favorite gun that I have made or will make. 3D printing. That's kind of. I want to see that distinction there. I'm very bad about picking favorites, to be completely honest. Like, my favorite changes a lot depending on my mood. But normal gun, honestly, I've really been feeling lately, technically this is a gun I can make. It would just be a little more expensive than some of the other ones. I have really been wanting a Scorpion Evo. I've just, that lately, that has just really been on my mind. I want, like, I've got enough ARs and stuff. I want a Scorpion Evo. I want the cool little PCC. That's your favorite, really? Because I want to do the 3D printed one. But before I print one of those, I really want to get a better printer that can easily do like carbon fiber nylon or something for that extra heat resistance. But a lot of mags on your side out of stock. Oh, that's my that is my sponsor, the Mag Project. They just kind of do stuff in limited drops. If you followed me on Twitter or if you join my Discord or whatever, I usually let everyone know when those drops are there, and then you can use my code and get a discount on the cool laser engraved magazines. Night Rose, thank you for the follow. Night Rose VT, that your name sounds familiar. I think I follow you. Do I? Hold on, I'm gonna double check. Because your name sounds familiar. I do. I follow her on Twitter because she's got the funny profile picture that's Kobani wearing the Chris Chan outfit, which is just hilarious. Anyway, do both follow on Twitter and join the Discord. Yes, that's true. I tweet too much, and sometimes when I'm bored, I just @, everyone on Discord and annoy him. That Twitter picture is hilarious. I love it. Do I follow Night Rose on Twitch? So if I don't, I should. There we go. Selman, you're in the Discord too. Oh, another game that I've been looking at, God Save Birmingham. It's a zombie apocalypse game in like medieval times. That looks so hilarious. It looks so much fun. You almost never come up on my Twitter page anymore. Well, you should pay better attention. I haven't been tweeting quite as much lately because work has been killing me. But no, I like to follow other VTubers that also like guns. So, you know. But yeah, God Save Birmingham, that looks like a lot of fun. Zombie is my favorite horror genre. So a freaking like medieval zombie game, I think would be like super fun. Thing where bathroom breaks at work so you can shit post on Twitter. I have my phone on me at work, but I mean, a lot of it, I mean, it's like I said before, like it's a clinical setting. We're very short-handed. So I don't have as much, you know, time to do things as I normally do. But they're getting some new people certified, so hopefully things will kind of chill out a little bit, and I will not be working nonstop, you know, without a break. Hey, Otolin. So yeah, this was going on. Did I see your AR mags in the Discord? I have not seen them yet. I have not seen them yet. What if the real zombies are us? I mean, you know, you think about those people where their brains don't work, and you know, maybe. Let's see, another game, a quarantine zone. It's like you have to like check. It's like you're in a zombie apocalypse. You have to check people if they're infected or not, and if they are, you shoot them or whatever. That sounds fun. That sounds, and it's a little more like chill in a goofy way. So that could be a fun like game to goof off and chat about. Glocks might become illegal in California. I saw that, which is really dumb. I don't understand that at all. Oh, Fnatic got the Tumaway mag and one with what is that guy's name? I don't remember. Do you have anything actually out or in early access? God Save Birmingham's in early access, I think. Oh, it's coming soon to early access. Never mind. Something that's already out. Do I have anything on my wish list that's already out? Road to Vostok isn't out yet. Ryan Gosling, yeah, that guy. Oh, there's a couple little horror games. You remember the Parasocial horror game? Remember that one? There's a couple other ones by that guy that I have in the wish list. There's one by someone called Hideworks called The Devil's in the Details. Heard that one's interesting. Watch party for any Ryan Gosling movie. I guess I just haven't seen a lot of Ryan Gosling movies. I don't get people's obsession with him, but Surround Dead. So no, that's like it's like a little like blocky looking zombie game. I have a lot of zombie games in here. What's this? Doll's Nest. I forgot about this 3D action game where you can customize mecha girls and explore a ruined world. Well, that sounds... How did I forget about this? This is like... This literally looks like Armored Core, but anime girls. What? How did I forget about that? No Glock model meets the roster requirements. If Glock forget to pay the yearly bribe to Cali, the Gen 3 Glocks will fall off the roster. California's a dumb place. What game is called Doll's Nest? It literally looks like Armored Core, but anime girls. That's so great. Plays a lot of men of few words characters, the autistic fantasy. Oh, because that's why people like Ryan Gosling. Okay, that makes sense. I wouldn't say like I'm a man of few words, but I'm not a man of a lot of words. But I do tend to talk a lot if I'm comfortable. So maybe I just wouldn't get it. I assume you've heard the 320 news. Yes, yes, I have. I've been making fun of the P320 a lot lately. It's not going great for SIG right now. They're not doing very good right now. Handgun roster is dumb. It does seem pretty dumb. Like, what is even the point of that California handgun roster? I don't get it. But I mean, I don't go to California, so. SIG social media managers are bad at the job too. They haven't helped the situation. Oh wait, really? I haven't even been looking at their social media, to be honest. I've just been like making fun of them. So. It seems like the last thing they posted was a few days ago with their weird little statement that they didn't let anybody reply to. SIG's been so bad lately, it's almost impressive. And the thing is, like if they had just owned up to like, hey, we made one handgun that has a problem and recalled them. That's funnily relevant. But like if they just said, hey, we made one bad gun and recalled them or whatever, like, it would have been over with. But no, they did all their dumb stuff and now the dude is dead. And the military's probably gonna go after him. Roster making sure handguns sold in California have important safety features and are drop safe. So it's stupid. It's basically stupid stuff. Yeah. I think it's worse than that. They barely ever add one. Oh, you're talking about the roster still. V20 is banned in most Australian states. For every gun added to the roster, I think 2 are removed. Are the 365, 226 is still okay? I think they are. I think that I haven't heard anything about the 365s. So yeah, you should be okay. The micro stamping thing is so stupid. Like, it doesn't even make any sense. Is just such a stupid concept in general. I don't get it. Oh, hey, another anime girl game. Reverse Collapse Codename Bakery. This kind of looks like Girls Frontline, honestly. I guess I just see like games with anime girls in them and add them to my wish list and forget about them. AI Limit. Oh wait, this one is kind of like it's kind of like a Souls-like game, isn't it? Yeah. Post-apocalyptic wasteland sci-fi ARPG. Yeah, it almost kind of looks like Code Vein. I've put in so many games in here and forgot about them. I think the micro stamping thing got repealed. I'm not sure. They couldn't prove that it was viable. I mean, it's not. It's stupid, but you know. Code Vein is getting a sequel? Really? That's awesome. Micro stamping was the idea of putting the serial number on the firing pin, right? Yeah, it's very impractical and dumb. Yeah. Basically. Rust. I kind of want to play Rust, but I hear that that's like just awful to try to play. Oh, Atom Fall. Yeah, it's like a it's like a post nuclear game. That looks kind of cool. You ever play 7 Days to Die? Yeah, I have. I played it quite a fair bit actually. I started playing it again kind of in my free time, which was not a lot of free time. But I played it a little again. I don't like the way they did some of the progression. They redid some of the progression in 7 Days to Die though. That part I don't like. Other than that, great game. There's a bundle on Steam called Waifus with Raifus that got some neat games. Hold on, let me look at that. That's 4 games for $53.96. Okay. Oh, I already own one of the games. Citadel. This is Colt versus Gal. Okay, Beyond Citadel. Citadel's like a boomer shooter. I need to play that. Are these all like boomer shooter type games? They kind of look like it. Got some retro graphics. What about this one? Oh, very retro. That's actually kind of cool. I need to try that Citadel game at some point. Do I still watch Pippa? When I have the time. When I have the time. I have not really had time to like sit and watch any of my friends or anybody a lot lately. For Pippa, I'm kind of like a clip watcher right now. So that's about as much as I can get. Unfortunately. So Pippa is good. Yeah, Pippa's great. Pippa's the reason I started streaming in the first place. So yeah, she's cool. But yeah, like I have like, I mean, like I'm acquainted with Pippa, but like, and she's like, you know, my favorite VTuber. But you know, if I do have like the free time, I'm also gonna try to like watch people that I actually am like closer to, you know, like closer, like actually friends with, and I haven't even had time to do that. So that's kind of how it's been. You're live. I thought Very took you out back. I have showed up on her streams when I've been able to, and I actually streamed last week. You know, it was kind of unplanned, but still, I did. But yeah, I'm holding out hope. You know, maybe one day I'll have a little more time, because I mean, there is a lot of people that I'm either friends with or have been like very kind to me, and I would like to be able to show up to their streams to say hi sometimes, but you know, it's life gets in the way. But I'm working on it. Just thinking, like 2 days ago, I haven't seen James post his stream schedule. Right now, things aren't on like a real set schedule at the moment, to be completely honest. I am going to try to stream at least one more time this week, but it's going to be whenever I have the chance and I'm not completely exhausted. Honestly, it'll kind of depend on how my work schedule is, which is still very, very heavy. Which, you know what, I can pull up my work. I can't like show you or anything or like discuss anything in detail, but you know, fully adulting. Well, it's not, I mean, I've been working at this job for a while. It's just we're kind of the point we're at right now with like people have like I said before, people got promoted or have left or whatever. Like, we're very short-handed. And so there's no time to catch your breath throughout the week. Like, let me see, like just based off of how the combination of like what I'm doing throughout the week. Tomorrow I'm going to be flat out exhausted. I already know. Tomorrow's going to suck. I am not going to have a good time tomorrow. Wednesday might be okay. Thursday will probably be okay. And Friday will be all right. So I could probably stream Thursday or Friday. But tomorrow, I mean, I didn't stream a lot on Tuesdays anyway. But man, tomorrow, like I already know, tomorrow's going to suck. I'm not looking forward to it. So just happy you have a decent job now. I remember a few years ago how bad it was. Yeah. COVID really just about ruined me. Like it took a long time to recover from that. And I mean, this job isn't bad. I wish it paid more. I feel like I don't get paid enough for the work I do. It's certainly not enough to like be able to rent a place on my own on top of, you know, other bills. So that's a little rough. It's better than other things though. Like it's better than my other options, I guess. But, you know, hopefully in the next few weeks, things will kind of chill out a little bit. I won't be so tired all the time, and that might kind of help life a little. Yeah. Oh yeah, I want to play like the Space Marine 2 game. But that's still like a full price game. And I've never finished the first one. I'll get there. I sure hope so. I'm going to like really try to I'm going to really try to do more just to make as much extra money as I can so that it makes things a little easier. You don't like your job? Didn't get accepted to law school. They told me they like me and want me to retake the LSAT and reapply. Well, I thank you for the follow, Potato Tot. It's not, I don't dislike my job. That's not even the case. It's just been a lot, you know, like even if it's a job that I wouldn't call it a dream job. Like this would be the dream job. Like this right here, making content, that would be the dream job. But it's still a job that is worth it and fulfilling in a way. It's just, you know, when you get overwhelmed, there's so much going on, you know, it gets to be a lot. So just out here doing what I can. It'll be rough for a while, but you get there. My whole life for a while has been rough, bro. Whole life for a while has been rough. I'm ready for things to level out at least a little bit. It's not a bad job. It pays the bills, but I don't make a lot. Just get by, not happy. That's kind of the thing for a lot of people right now, which that's another reason why I am like blown away by the support I do get, you know, doing stuff like this, because I know not everybody, I know a lot of people are kind of in the same situation as me. There's not really any extra. So it's crazy that people are still able to be supportive, and I think it's very cool. So hope we can make it. I hope you make it too, Albert. I hope you get into law school. I wouldn't want you to be my lawyer, but I'm sure you'll probably be a good lawyer. Bird law, oh my god. Got this. I'm gonna keep trying. I mean, the fact that so many of y'all, like even you lurkers that aren't saying anything, the fact that so many of y'all are here just to hang out with me really does mean a lot. So it's very encouraging, and I appreciate you. Albert is going to be the Saul Goodman. The Saul Goodman shot Nitty was lawyer. Oh, chef, you and your typos. You know, I've never seen Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul. So I see the memes all the time, and some of them are still funny, even though I don't like know all the context and stuff. But I had to remake another Twitch account because I never use it. Well, that's fine. I'm glad you're here. And you give me another follow, so. How many followers are we at now? Actually, kind of curious. Because even when I wasn't streaming, I would still get another follower every now and then. Hey, getting close to 800, 792. Wow. Did you do Gunsmoke, or do I need to kick you from the GFL? Okay, first of all, don't do that. Because then I will find you and leave a present in your mailbox. Second of all, like, the Girls Frontline is my downtime game at work. I haven't had any downtime at work. So I haven't played it in a little bit. Because I haven't had the opportunity to. I'm also like, I've been really, really tempted to play the Horse Girl game. Very's been playing it, and she keeps talking about it, and she's showing me pictures of all the horse girls. And I'm like, I don't even care about horse racing, but I'm kind of tempted to play the Horse Girl game. So it's cinema. I mean, like, the pink hair one, Harurara, like, I saw something about like the real life horse story, and I was like, well, that is wholesome. So my recommendation is pick one and only one gacha game. That's true. That is true. But I don't spend money on gacha games, so like, it's part because I grew up broke and am frequently broke. I don't get tempted to spend money on gacha games. So I'm kind of immune to that. Grub says he's made a horrifying discovery. Okay. Yeah, Chef is very obsessed with Miku. Yeah. Debating on whether to start now, since both horse girls I want just passed, so I have a lot of time to save up pulls. I don't know. Just play whenever you want. Same, no money for gacha. Yeah, like when you're broke, you can't spend money on it. So I gotta keep the electricity on. So make sure my water bill is paid and all that. Play the Miku game. When Baxter streams a horse game mods, how to win or lose. Gamble with channel points for Bags horse husband gold chip. Okay. Bags is a funny guy. He's a very funny man. An old rifle in my lap, I'm just realizing that the tiny pin that holds the old scope mount to the gun is falling out sometimes between the last range trip and now. Was it just like a roll pin, or what kind of... Because, I mean, depending on what kind of pin it is, it probably won't be super hard to replace. I guess if it's a roll pin, it probably wouldn't have fell out very easily, so. Got a heat pump, which was like $16K, but it has cut my electricity bill from 300 a month to 200. Cool. I mean, I don't own this house, so I'm not going to spend that kind of money. I don't have that kind of money in the first place. But I'm not going to spend that kind of money on something like that. Repro scope mount for an SVT40 so I didn't buy a screw. Then yeah, you'll probably need to take it to somebody that is knowledgeable about that. So I don't know. I might not be the easiest part to find, but you never know. Play 3 Hoyo games to spend no money, only use the pools I get. Buddy of mine spends money on the games. I somehow have almost as many 5 stars as him. I mean, yeah, if you're that with depending on the game, like if you're patient, you'll get good stuff just by playing the game. So but yeah, I'm definitely a little tempted to play the horse girl game. It just seems like fun. And the characters are cute, you know? What do you expect from me? See a cute anime girl, you expect me to not want to see them? Like, come on now. It's just nonsense. And it's a game I don't have to pay for either, you know? It's my favorite price, free 99. Like, it's fantastic. It's on Steam too, isn't it? Oh yeah, it's on Steam. Hi, Safety Torch. I can even play it on Steam. Look at that. I added it to my library. Last Gouge I played was Can Call over 10 years ago. I'm immune. Warframe is so good once you get past the first 200 hours. I have played a lot of Warframe back in the day because I had a friend that was very into Warframe, and we would spend hours and hours and hours grinding. And I can never go back to Warframe. I can never go back to it. Like, no more. Can't do it. Just can't do it. Last time I played was like 8 years ago. Yeah, I played it like, yeah, probably 9 or 10 years ago. Warframe Shuren, no. No, can't. Have y'all ever played like the prequel to Warframe? Dark Sector? Like, that was a good game. It was very cool. Very cool game. And I played it as a little kid and it freaked me out, but I loved it. And I found like Warframe, I was like, oh, is this going to be like that? And it was not. And I was a little disappointed because, I don't know. Game is so weird, feels very jank today. I played it a little bit again recently. It's not that bad. It's not as jank as some older games are. And it's interesting. It's a very interesting concept, because if you look into the history of it, it was originally going to be more like Warframe, as in not the grindy online game or whatever, but more, it was still going to be like a single player experience, but it was going to be with the spaceships, and the Grineer were going to be in it and all that. But then they made it to the like Cold War era type game. It was still fun. Started playing Cyberpunk again recently. Honestly, I want to play more Cyberpunk. I don't know if Cyberpunk's like really a good stream game for me, because if I'm going to play a game like Cyberpunk, I kind of just need to be able to just play the game and tune out the rest of the world. I really should play it more, because the little bit I played, I enjoyed, but games like that, you just, I don't know, for me, not that great for streaming. Tater Shot, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Like, they've added some guns that are kind of normal looking. Is that in reference to Warframe? Big thing you have to worry about are the boobas. Apparently Twitch doesn't care. So I mean, there's that. Twitch doesn't mind. Now, I mean, I do kind of mirror the streams to like the YouTube Shorts feed now. So there's that. But I mean, YouTube kind of cares, but Warframe has normal bog standard AK now. What? A normal AK? It's kind of interesting. Very cool. Which I think some people actually want. Like, if I'm going to try to do something for my YouTube channel, I don't know. It's probably just going to have to be like more actual video content, because YouTube kind of just killed my reach for live streams. So, you know, just how it is. AK-47, the pistol reminds me of the 5.7. So there's just normal guns in Warframe. I mean, that's kind of interesting. It's kind of a little goofy, but added a story thing where everything is in the 90s. You know, someone did tell me about that. I did hear something like that. Last time I played Warframe, I dropped like $300 on a plat like 1 to 3 years ago. It just sits in your account now. Jeez, dude. See, back when I played, like, I don't know if you still can. Back when I played, my friend that played it a lot, you could apparently like get some free platinum, and he would just like sell it to people for money. Like, he'd be like, I'll give it to you a little bit cheaper than you can buy it from the game. So oh, is there any games y'all think I should play when I have the money for it? Oh yeah, the people that made Danganronpa made a new game. That's a new thing. I don't know anything about it though. They added human skins to some of the characters. Yeah, see, because like in Dark Sector, like he was just like a guy. Like, he got infected by some kind of virus, and then he got like the suit that looked like Excalibur or whatever. It has bad reviews, really? On Steam, the reviews are positive, but let me see. So one review is saying the game is too long, but I mean it's a visual novel, so I don't know what you expect. Sagebrush. Ooh, a $6 game. First person ever adventure about exploring a cult compound in remote New Mexico. Oh, so it's another one like one of those games. Killing Floor 3 has mixed reviews. Oh, I didn't see that. Sorry, someone. Killing Floor 3 is inferior to 1 and 2. I don't know anything about Killing Floor 3. I played 2 a little bit. I've seen Ariana Foxton, if any of y'all know who she is. I've seen her playing the third one a little bit. But I have just not talked to her in forever, so I don't know anything about it. So, no clue. He shit canned Jaegerhorn after he said some dumb shit. Okay. Surprised you haven't No Life KO2 considering its soundtrack. I mean, yeah, but I mean, it seems like one of those games you need a bunch of friends to play with. So, I haven't really played it a lot. You know what I mean? It's very fun solo. Really, it seemed like one of those games where it's more fun with a group in the bit that I played. I have Killing Floor 2. Like, I have it. I don't know if it's installed. No, it's not installed right now. I mean, I've played it some. I've played it with a few people a little bit, but I like when it comes to like horde games like that. I like having I like playing with people, but have all the Metal Gear Solid games in Steam library, Steam family. Yeah, that is true. I need to. Let's see, Metal Gear Solid Master Collection. Because I played Metal Gear Rising, and that was fun. I know some of y'all have told me I can play Metal Gear Solid, and that I don't have to worry about the other Metal Gear games, I guess. Let me see. Wait, is that what the game looks like? Looks like a freaking Game Boy game. Metal Gear Solid is the mainline stuff. I've never, like, seen that. Like, that literally just looks like a Game Boy game. That's kind of funny. Wonder if they'll ever port the Metal Gear collection that came out for the PS3 that had every game up to Rising in one bundle. I don't know, I mean, all of the games are already on Steam, so the original Metal Gear is old. Wait, so what came out first? Okay, Metal Gear Solid 2 looks like a 3D game. It's like I thought Metal Gear came before Metal Gear Solid. Now I'm confused. Metal Gear came out first. Okay. Now for the Super Nintendo. Oh yeah, here's Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. Which, yeah, literally just looks like a Game Boy game. Huh. Wow. Most people just play Metal Gear Solids. Okay. Interesting. Need to get a copy of Metal Gear Solid for the PS1. Metal Gear 1 and 2 came out for NES, and the MSX and Metal Gear Solid came out on PlayStation 1. And these are old games. When did the first one come out? What year? I want to know if it's older than me. Timeline is also whack as hell if you ever want to play the game in chronological order. Okay. 1987? Oh, that's way older than me. Okay. Yeah, okay. That's very old. It's always crazy to think about how, like, video games have been around longer than I've been alive. Video games is like one of my favorite things. That's crazy to think about. I didn't really like play a lot of video games until I was like a teenager because we couldn't afford video games. In story chronological order of Metal Gear Solid 3 is the beginning. What? Metal Gear is a single living cell compared to your dinosaur. Okay. Okay. Don't even. Do not even start with that. Never have time for video games now. I just play bad game RuneScape when I do have a little time. I mean, for the most part, if I'm playing games, except for like, you know, recently, usually if I'm playing games, it is on stream. So that's how it is. But, you know, hopefully, you know, once things kind of chill out at work, maybe I will, maybe I'll have a little more time to catch my breath and I can do more. Which, like, by the way, I mean, obviously, there's stream stuff I want to do. I need to do no, I need to do another gun review. I've got to get a guest lined up. I mean, there's a few people that I've talked to about, you know, being on a gun review stream, but like a lot of people are busy and schedules have never worked out. But there's also like stuff I want to do that's not stream stuff. Like I mentioned before, like, and I'm open to suggestions, of course, because there's ideas I have, but then I don't know if they'll work. And I like hearing from y'all. So as long as it's not like a really stupid idea, you know, then I'm just gonna tell you that it's a really stupid idea. But Metal Gear Solid 3, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, Metal Gear Solid 5, and it's Metal Gear NES, Metal Gear 2, Metal Gear Solid 4, Rising. Wait, so why are the games all out of like chronological order? None of your ideas are stupid? You sure about that? Are you really is that's the hill you want to die on? Kojima, that's why. He just winged it. Like, I don't know a whole lot about Kojima because I haven't played a lot of his games. I don't think. I mean, I played Metal Gear Rising. I mean, he kind of seems like just a crazy guy. Like he's the guy that he just gets an idea and throws it together and pushes it out into the world. And it's very interesting, at least from the little bit that I've seen, you know. But aside from that, like, I don't fully understand him, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. You know? I don't fully understand the guy. He's a very eccentric dude. Yeah. That definitely seems to be the case. Just try to be as autistic as Kojima. Because like the apparently like the Death Stranding 2 came out, and I've never played the first one. Not gonna lie, the gameplay seems a little boring, and I don't understand the game. So he's the embodiment of the crazy eccentric artist. Yeah, and he's Japanese on top of that, so you know. He included Picor and Hololive. I know that is true. Yeah, that is true. I have seen that. And Picor is funny. Like, I don't like actively watch her because she speaks Japanese and I don't understand it, but she is funny. So it's a very funny thing that she's just added into the game like that. I don't know, like, it's like Death Stranding, like you're a post-apocalyptic mailman, but it's not as cool as Fallout 4. I mean, not Fallout 4, but Fallout New Vegas. So it hasn't really piqued my interest ever. Need to play Death Stranding? Okay. Okay, Chef, if you buy me Death Stranding, I'll play it. You pay for it, I'll play it. It's like nothing else you ever played. Am I gonna hate it though? Like, because there's a good chance. So Like, what's gonna happen if I hate it? Imagine if someone gave Kojima the rights to Fallout. Good lord. Okay, let me. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to the Steam page right now. So we've got this game. There's a lot of what appears to be cuts. I'm guessing it's a very cutscene heavy game. That seems to be the thing. Cutscene heavy game, gameplay. A guy's running or walking. A guy's being carried by a robot that's walking. A guy's sneaking. Oh, okay. There's a gun. Okay. That's a good sign. There's a gun. And a motorcycle. Okay. And a big gun. Okay. More what looks like a cutscene. He's drop kicking a guy. Okay. That looks like it's something. More that looks like okay, all right. So, all right, before Chef ever wastes, this string has 7 hours of cutscenes. Really? And you want me to play it on stream? Knowing I hate cutscenes in games on stream? Also, Potato Tot's going to sleep. Good night. Better than a movie. Okay, but like... ADHD versus autism. Yes, that's exactly what it is. That is exactly what it is. I don't... You'll have no idea how much it... Like, how soul-crushing it is for me to like be on a stream or whatever, and there's like this long ass cutscene, and I feel like I can't talk, but if I don't talk, I feel like it's a terrible stream because I'm not talking to y'all, and it just it makes me want to explode. You want me to do that for 7 hours? Like, it's not even a game at that point. It's ridiculous. I would also probably get bored, to be honest. Like, my like movie watching brain and my game playing brain are completely separate. Two completely different settings of the brain. So I don't even know how that would be possible. Metal Gear Solid 4 has like 9 hours of cutscenes, and one of them is like over 70 minutes long. Oh my god. Why even make it a video game at that point? Just make it a visual novel. Make it a game of saying how long you go before the cutscenes make you crash out. What if... Okay. What if I played Death Stranding and just skipped every cutscene so I have no idea what's going on? What if I did that? What if I were to do that? Like, I just skip everything. I have no clue what's happening. It would shorten the playthrough, that's true. Honestly, it wouldn't change much because Death Stranding is that esoteric. What? Why? Oh my god. Like, it's the same reason why... It's the same reason why I can't stand like the original Evangelion, because it's just too disconnected and weird. The rebuilds were okay. I still have a problem with the rebuilds, but it was better. I don't know. Maybe depressed Japanese people just think differently than depressed Americans. Because I can't comprehend. Hey, Drifter. How are you doing? What is this problem? Oh, I'm just talking about how I don't understand. Oh, we've been talking about Kojima and his weird games, but I was talking about how I don't understand and don't like the original, like, Evangelion, because my mod Chef is obsessed with it. Death Stranding stream collab with Chef while reviewing guns and memes. Kojima really wanted to be a movie director, and it shows. I mean, why not try to be a movie director? Honestly. I mean, I don't know how hard it is to go from being like a game director to a movie director, but watching any anime right now? I'm not watching anything new at the moment, just because not a lot of time. So I do need to watch something new. I showed Viri some of Saga of Tanya the Evil, and I showed her some of Frieren, and she liked them both. But I don't think she's watched any more of them though. Mesmers has followed. Okay, interesting name. Just got back from the range and it was pouring. Yeah, we had some rain recently too, a lot of it. So, yeah. What were we talking about? We got me off track. Oh yeah, anime. You ever leg sweep Viri to assert dominance? I do other things to my wife to assert dominance. I don't have to resort to physical abuse. Jeez Louise is almost as if Twitch wanted us to unite solely based on our usernames. Coincidence, mayhaps. It's definitely an interesting coincidence. Let's see. Your account has been around since 2023, so you didn't just create that account now. That's impressive. Oh yeah, Freedom's great. I think there's going to be another season for it, I heard. So yeah, no, I haven't watched anything like super new. I rewatched Realist Hero because, you know, I love isekai. And that one just has a lot of great girls in it. So I did kind of like have that going on in the background as I was doing stuff, working on the house. Today I had Star Wars playing though, as I was like doing stuff. There's some good isekai slop every season. Yes, I am a big isekai enjoyer. Like there are some that I watch just for, you know, I guess, you know, like the fun of it. There are some isekai that I really enjoy. And there's other isekai who's just like, I mean, I'll enjoy it no matter what. So should watch King of the Hill, easily top 10 classic anime. You know, when I was a kid, when I was little, we'd like go to my grandparents' house on the weekend, and we'd stay there kind of late into the evening. You know, it get to the point where like stuff like King of the Hill would come on the TV, and like me and my siblings would watch it. King of the Hill with the Japanese dub. Come on. Yeah, they're remaking King of the Hill, right? Or like continuing it or whatever they're doing. They don't make anything new anymore, which is depressing, but at least nothing in the West is new, so definitely kind of depressing. Animation sucks, but the writing is there. Not a remake, a continuation. Well, yeah, like it's something like that. They're doing more King of the Hill. I don't know. Well, hello, Leviathan. Miss most streams. I follow you on the Twitter. Yeah, I mean, I haven't had a chance to stream a whole lot in the past couple months. But here's hoping we stream more. So, you know, show up for that. We keep things kind of chill here. We just hang out. So, but yeah, I don't really have any interest in the new King of the Hill. I don't really have any interest in the new Futurama or any of the other stuff they're just rebooting or remaking or whatever. Risk avoidance from studios. Well, I think it's a combination of things, right? There's a lot. Bill seems to be dead in the King of the Hill. So I'm not even sure who that is because I didn't watch the original one that much. I was like 8. I don't know, 8 or 10. I think it's a combination of there's no like real writing talent or talent in general in the Western like mainstream creative sphere anymore, right? I mean, you see like it's all these same like ugly animated cartoons with the what they call it like the bean mouth animation or whatever. It's all stuff like that, or it's a bunch of remakes, safe edgy things, or like very, you know, very what's the word? Very sanitized stuff. And there's just nothing new or interesting. And it's part of like risk avoidance, like Chef says, but also there's just not the talent, the creative talent just ain't there anymore. So they don't have anyone that's capable of writing anything new. And people aren't having as many kids anymore. So there's not as many young people around now. So they're trying to make stuff. They're trying to nostalgia bait older people, you know, people that are in like their like 30s or whatever. Like they're trying to nostalgia bait them. And yeah, it just sucks. I mean, if I watch TV, it's usually anime anyway, and at least they have interesting things. So got that going for me. I didn't even know there was another new Jurassic Park, to be honest. Had no clue. You know, it was a couple weeks ago, me and Viri, we watched the original Alien again, you know, because she loves those movies. And like my brother was hanging out with us and we watched it because he'd never seen it before. Because he's like in his 20s. He's never seen it before. So we watched the original Alien, you know, from '79, and like they just don't have anything interesting or innovative like that anymore, which is crazy because like they made new Alien movies. Now the most recent one was all right. It definitely had similar vibe to the original, but then again, like it's still like it's not anything new, you know. Dread the day anime goes down the street or wants Western companies to get their hands on it. That's definitely something to worry about. Crunchyroll already giving us terrible localization, and Netflix producing new anime like Castlevania. Yeah. When it comes to all the weird, like the censorship and the weird stuff like that, there is going to be a breaking point. Like that's going to happen. I don't know when, and I don't know how it's going to happen. but I have a feeling eventually people are going to get sick of all of this. And when I say all of this, you'll know what I'm talking about. Everything that's going on right now. And I don't know how it's going to go down. But I'm going to, you know, try to stick to the positives when I can. Do what I can for myself and the people I care about. So Amazon had a sale on some anime on Blu-ray, and I got Outlaw Star Trigun cheap. Nice. Very nice. I don't really have a lot of anime on Blu-ray. I have like all of K-On! On Blu-ray though. And that's what matters. So that's what matters. I can have K-On! Whenever I want because I have that physically. And as long as I have that, as long as I have K-On!, I'll be fine. Because that is my comfort anime. Leviathan, you're talking about something that came out when you were 3. I'm sorry, are you talking, maybe you're talking about Jurassic Park? Because you said that earlier. When did the first Jurassic Park come out? Haze Code stuck around almost that long. The upcoming internet Haze Code will probably be similar. What's the Haze Code again? That sounds familiar, but it's not clicking. Also, I've never seen Trigun. I've heard it's good. I also heard they made a remake of it, which was bad. So I need to find like the original. Dictated obscenity in film. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah. Like back in the day, like married couples couldn't even share a bed on TV. Just kind of stupid when you think about it. Oh boy. That was one of the things, yeah. Went farther, I thought it was just pulps and comics. I don't know. I was not around then. I was very much older than I am. Been to the range recently? Not super recently. Recently, you know, enough, but not as much as I would have liked to be. And it's just because so much has been going on, you know. Something to study up on because they were probably going to get a new one, yeah. Got Jamez on the line. Glock Roomba, great name. Yeah, same here. I believe the Haze Code gave birth to punk rock in a way, so maybe punk resurgence is in order. Real punk resurgence. I don't know. Never been like very into punk myself, so. All right, hang on a second. Is that? So someone is in the chat talking about hollowing out a pickle and filling it with Skittles and Capri Sun. Also Highfeld here. You just like going into random people's chats and asking that? I mean, you feel free to ask the question here, but no, I've never heard of that. Let bro cook. That's not, I mean, that's not cooking, chef. That doesn't even qualify as food, in my opinion. Stream idea challenge for you and Viri? No. I mean, she likes sour stuff. I don't know how she's never really like shown much interest in pickles though. Like, cause like I like sweet and spicy pickles, and she never eats my sweet and spicy pickles. So, Chef, I know you've never had a Capri sickle. I know you've never had that. So. I mean, technically you don't have to be in the kitchen to do that, but I don't know. That just, that screams, I don't necessarily want to say meth head, but you had to have been on the person who first came up with that had to have been on something. So, good Lord, Phonetic. Hearthstone, that's some weed shit. Trying to learn to art and it is hard. I mean, that's like anything. Like, if you're trying to learn anything, it's gonna be difficult. You just do it a lot and then you get better at it. Like, you know, Viri does art, and like in the years that I've known her, I have like been able to watch her get even better at art. So you just do more of it. Chef, next time I see you in person, I'm going to make a capricicle for you. And you are going to eat the whole thing. I'm going to watch you eat the whole thing in one sitting. You have to prove to me that you actually think this is a good idea. I'm going to make it happen. Next time he visits, he's going to have to eat the capricicle. It'll be a funny bit. $100 for Vera to draw the capricicle. For $100, she'd probably draw anything you ask. So. What? This has got to be one of the weirdest conversations we've had recently. Nothing if not committed to the bit. Like, the weirdest thing I ate on stream was that like spicy ramen, but then I just ended up really liking it. So it wasn't a big idea. It wasn't a big deal. And then I don't know if any of y'all remember years ago. This is like before I was streaming regularly, and I was just kind of making gun videos before YouTube started banning 3D printed gun videos. And AG Cast was talking about they made like hot Cheetos. Well, not hot Cheetos. It was like flaming hot Mountain Dew. They made that, and I didn't obviously still not showing my face or anything, but I recorded myself drinking the flaming hot Mountain Dew, and like that wasn't even a big deal. It tasted almost a little cinnamony, but it was not spicy. But if I ever stream, I'm gonna eat snail feet on stream, dipped in a combo of soy sauce and horseradish. That sounds gross, but I mean, people do eat snails, so The only flavor of Do You ever hated? I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it. Like, I'm pretty sure it was AG Cast. He sent me like a couple of them. He sent me a couple of them, and I drank one like for the bit, and then I just drank the other ones because they weren't bad. Like, they weren't bad at all. I showed my friend's Top Hat cat drinking Pilk while in Kyoto. Look up Dutch quinine, straight up cartoon alley cat food. Sounds terrible. Okay, see, like Dutch cuisine. Okay, I was about to say, well, what does that even mean? I thought you were typing a Dutch word. Okay, so see, like I like to cook. It's another thing about me. I like to cook. I have done one cooking stream before. I should do another one. Maybe if I could get my laptop to stream decently, because I'm not moving my PC all the way to the kitchen again. Anyway, I like to cook. I have worked jobs cooking. There are a lot of things in the cooking world that I do not understand and I hate. So there's a lot I don't understand. So Ruler, I refuse to believe that it's true. For my own sanity, I refuse to believe that it's true. That's not food. You don't eat that. We're also talking about the Dutch here, and everywhere outside of America isn't real. So I can refuse to believe it all I want. So there's also that. Oh man. But yeah. What about Japan? Is Japan real? Anime is real. So do with that what you will. Man. Lots been going on with life though. But I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be back as best I can be right now. It's not going to be perfect for a while, but I am back. Amy Israel was my wife, so I can hold her. You have to go find her, Chef. There is a 3D woman out there. There's a 3D woman out there that you will actually like better than your 2D waifu. I promise. She's out there. And thank you, Albert. I'm glad I'm back too. Listen. I found a 3D wife. And she's 2D sometimes because she also streams. So it's possible. You could even potentially have both. So, you know. What if the animal wife came 3D to be with you? That's kind of what happened to me. Glad to have you back. Thank you, Chef. Miss being a mild nuisance in chat. I have missed this as well. I've missed this very much. We have been going for a couple hours though. So when I really get back into it, I'm going to try to stream as long as possible. Don't go anywhere yet. I will do a raid, so stick around for that. Sorry, you made me lost track. Way past your bedtime. Catch stream's worth it. Yeah, Chef, you need to sleep. AFT raid, yes, that is true. When I'm able to really get back to it, though, I'm going to try to stream, you know, for my normal amount of time, or at least 3 hours like I was usually. You know, just going to kind of depend on what's going on and everything. We're just gonna have to kind of play it by ear for a little bit. But I have really missed this, so I'm glad to be here. Glad I get thrown in chat. JLTBH really like your streams. Well, hey Adam, and you're showing up like at the very tail end here, bro. Man, you're a little late. But especially like, I'm gonna try. Like, there's some games I want to play. There's stuff I want to do. I mean, I want to do more than just gaming, obviously. Got to come up with ideas for like videos for the YouTube side. We'll figure that out when I have the time. I want to post more clips as shorts when I can. So if y'all like if you're ever watching and you see like, I should set up, I think I can set up like a command where you can just like auto clip something. I need to look into that, make it just as easy as possible. Because clips are always nice to have. But yeah, I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for all the gifted subs and the follows and everything tonight. This is, I guess, like a first official back stream, you know, so I'm glad to be here. So yeah, hopefully I'm looking at probably Thursday and Friday, maybe this week. We're gonna see. VTuber rates birds. No, birds aren't real. So yeah, we're gonna see how it works out, but you know, just keep an eye out, turn on notifications and all that stuff. You know, tell your friends to show up, or tell strangers to, you know, all of that. Glad to have you back. Thank you. So yeah, stick around. We'll do a raid. I'm gonna go get ready for tomorrow because tomorrow's gonna suck. But the rest of the week won't be so bad. So you'll see me. And yeah, thanks everybody. I really appreciate you all. Again, thank you for just showing up and hanging out with me. That really means a lot. So good night, everybody. Take care of yourselves. And yeah, have fun in the raid. Bye.